think somebody messed with our music. I hate
that
it.
music. We
Terrible.
can't. We can't.
It's terrible.
I feel like I've been put on hold.
We'll fix that for next week. We have the elevator music.
It's easy. It's easy. It's easy to switch.
It's perfect. Well, welcome in. Hello, everyone.
Happy Wednesday.
Hey.
Tucci, are you okay with the guest name that we have on today? Is she okay? Is she covering her eyes the entire time?
I forgot.
Yeah. Tucci doesn't like a certain G word.
Gorilla?
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah, there.
Why?
There.
What's wrong with Gorilla?
Sorry that I revived your post, Tucci.
Hippie said, "Holy effing balls, E doesn't have a hat on."
Yeah. He retired from the force this week, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another week. Can you believe? First off, can you believe it's almost April? Like what? And then secondly, it's like St. Patrick's Day week. It's March Madness is full effect. It's International Women's Month and Women's Day just passed a few days ago. Lots going on in the world right now. It's fantastic.
Craziness.
Yeah. So what's everyone up to this week?
My week has been screwed up with the funeral arrangements and all that. It's happening this Friday, so it's been busy.
Family
No arting has been done. Well, a little bit of arting has been done, but not much.
Families in town though, supported by
Family's in. My other brother gets here tomorrow morning. And then everybody should be here.
Okay. All right. Well,
So,
I think it'll be a serene and what's the word I'm looking for? It'll be good. It'll be cleansing. We've lost E and B. They're having technical difficulties. They will be back shortly. Today we're gonna have a guest coming up here that brings the energy. He brings the funk. He brings it all. He's fantastic. I can't wait to bring him on.
he puts the G in Gorilla. Is that it?
You're just torn. You're just.
I don't know the joke, so I'm gonna keep saying gorilla until I know the joke. I don't know the joke.
All right, well, we'll fill you in behind the scenes. Poor girl. Happy International Women's Month, though. Let's just give some love and praise, well needed and well deserved, to all of the amazing and talented women that we have that just kick ass in the artist community. There's so many, several that are in here in our chats week in and week out. Of course, B. Saldana, one of our very own, and just so many dope artists that are women and really bring it. Kudos to you guys. You deserve more than a month. You deserve every day.
We have amazing women in the creative world.
Yeah,
and new ones coming up. We got some new ones coming up too. So,
yeah, I mean,
I like that.
The pieces that I'm seeing that are going in to your Bolt show are just ridiculous. Insane. Ridiculous. Many by incredible artists, women artists. This show that's coming up this weekend with Isle of Misfit Toys and Kendra, that show has incredible women artists that are representing and bringing just insane heat.
Yeah.
Juju Owls, she's in the chat. She's just been killing it. Tucci, of course, tiny little Tucci. She has her own theme song. B's in demand these days, just killing it. Yeah. Did you see? Speaking of women artists, did you see that custom can bot that I got by Teeny Fletcher?
Yeah. It's amazing. She's crazy. She's crazy.
It's just off the chain, ridiculous.
Did you see the picture of hold on. What I just had it. Hold on a second. White Knight. The Bolt.
Oh my god, dude.
Are you like
oh my god. It just keeps
getting better, and the more you look at it, it's
one of those things where it's just like save some friggin' talent for the rest of us, dude. That is insane.
He's just crazy.
It's dumb how good it is. It's just it's stupid.
And then he messaged me today. He goes, "What should I charge?" I'm like, "Bro, I can't even comment on that because I know it took you so long to do.
Hours and hours and hours of work."
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, dude, that thing's insane. If you guys don't know what we're referring to, go check the IG posts. White Knight Studio. There it is. Here we go.
Oh,
I don't know
shoot.
if this will do. I don't even know if this will do it justice over the. But you got to show it off.
So the bolt is in a book, and then that little room off to the side is a little diorama too. Hold on, like look at it. It isn't crazy.
It's ridiculous. All right,
And
I'm
then
gonna
that's
go.
bolt. That's bolt right there. And like, come on, bro.
Talk a little bit about the upcoming show while we wait for E&B and I settle the doggos down. Go. Tell people what's coming up and what to expect here.
So yeah, it's going to be pretty insane. There's 31 artists for next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next, the 29th at Cohoy Melrose. They have 3 stores now, but the show is going to be on the Melrose store, 3 to 6:30, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have live painting going on. We'll have some giveaways, a bunch of like stickers. The artists did some stickers, and we'll give some of that away. And then the show will go on for like 3.5 weeks after that. So they will be on display for 3 to 4 weeks, which is cool for the artists as well. It gives them a lot of eyes on their stuff. And but man, some of the designs that I've seen, incredible. I did 2 different ones. Everybody else did 1, and some extras. A lot of people did some extras with their piece too, so it's gonna be pretty crazy. And everybody's starting to send them in now, so they'll be on display on the 29th from 3 to 6:30. So it'll be going on most of the Saturday. So if you want to get there early, I know Natatat says she's coming down. Nat Geo's coming in, myself. Who else? I don't know if Watto's coming in for it or not. But there's going to be a lot of people there, so it should be fun.
Mo said she's coming. So
oh yeah, Mo's going to drive down. She said she's about 80% sure she's going. Who else? I thought there was another person that said they were coming, but
well, I can attest because I'm in the group chat and I've seen all the pieces that are getting shown, and it's just every piece is like it feels like everyone's trying to one up one another, even though that's not the case. It's insane. It's so good, good.
I've gotten great feedback from that piece, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Just a blank canvas for people just to go nuts.
Yeah,
and
I'm even having fun on a additionally on a bolt on a not that for one that's not going in that show, but that's just I'm having fun with. So it's a good platform. It's cool.
Yeah.
E&B, are you back?
They're frozen. They're
frozen.
E&B are having the technical difficulties today.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, you guys are definitely laggy. E.B. Just so you know.
Frozen.
Well, without further ado, why don't we E&B will work out their their technical challenge. Work out your physical challenges, E&B. They'll work out their technical challenges, and they will be with us at some point during the show. But I think Rock, let's bring on this dope artist. He has. I mean, we need every minute we can get with him. He's insane.
Yeah.
Without further ado, guys, he's from the Philly area. It's the city of brotherly love, and this guy exudes every ounce of that love. Mr. Playful Gorilla, welcome to DT4. Uh-oh.
That's his better side, from what I understand.
Hey there, guys. What's up?
What are you sucking on? A mocha martini or something? What is that?
It's a triple, quadruple bakalaka chica coffee bean. No, it's just chocolate.
Yeah. Our bartender in the green room made that for you. I know that's on the menu.
Dude, the snacks back here are phenomenal. Why didn't you say you guys had this fully stocked?
We try to keep that a secret till you get there.
Well,
so
you weren't invited forever. We're gonna wait until be under the bus.
So truth be told, I broke in the back door.
Okay.
This is technically not my show, and I'm just crashing it. That's all I'm doing.
It's a Playful Gorilla takeover. We love it.
My apologies. and you know what? Here's the thing. Okay. Still, Still, I get an invite, right? But then EMB just disappear. What kind of bullshit is that, man? What kind of bullshit?
I almost didn't make it. I just got home. Like I was, that would have been just you and Ditto hanging out.
I don't see DT4 at all.
DT2.
Playful, I got you on lockdown. Don't worry about this, bro. I got you.
Speaking of Playful Gorilla and the show that we were just talking about, do you have your piece right there with you, or I have to show a picture?
No, I got it. I came semi-prepared.
Guys, check this out. Like, I showed my daughter at dinner tonight the picture, and she's like, holy smokes. Like, that thing is so good. So good.
I sculpted it from scratch. It's very
such a liar.
Detailed, right? Very detailed. It has a booty, right? Look, this is a booty. It is made of soft
AstroTurf.
Yes. Soft AstroTurf. Yeah. No, which show we talking about? We talk about boat, right?
Boat, yeah. Show us the boat.
It's not finished.
We know. I just want to see that face.
In progress, and it's already fantastic.
I want to see that face.
I had a little. I started. So we should be wrapped up hopefully tonight. No, it's not happening. Probably tomorrow.
Good.
I'll get. So there's something up in this boat has been racking in the back of my brain, and there's a new look that I wanted to reveal, and it's going to be on the boat for the first time ever. So I'm working on some new stuff, and I'm going to test the waters with the boat. So good job. Talk to me about this boat, man. This is kind of fire. I love the.
So like everybody was so into DIYs, and they still are. Like what I wanted to make was something that people could just go crazy on, and they could do anything they want. They could take the head off. They could, sculpt on it. They could paint on it. They could do whatever. And after seeing your guys' stuff, it's definitely done what I wanted it to do.
Yo, some of these guys are coming. Yeah.
They brought it. They brought the heat, man. It's insane.
Oh my God. I can't wait to talk about it, reveal it, and people start seeing what's actually happening behind the scenes. That's what people don't know, that we get to see these mad early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the toughest part is saying, okay, how many should I not buy? That's the hard part.
And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be filming. I'm going to be doing some lives, showing them off that Saturday, so everybody can see them. So make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. But these pieces are above. I mean, I thought the Trexie show was cool, but this show is way above my expectations.
I have a question, Rock. I've actually been inquiring minds want to know. So I understand that this is a gallery show and that it's going to be, live, day of event, and that they're going to have the pieces in their store for a little bit. And once people see these pieces, it's very highly unlikely that there's not going to be any that sell. But if they do go unsold, are you going to have them on Whatnot, or what's going on? Do you have any plans?
Yeah, we haven't talked too much yet because I didn't know how many we'd have left. But usually that's what we'll do. We'll bring them back in. We'll auction them off or do something like that. I'll give the artist the choice, because some artists may want them back to sell themselves. Sure. So I'll give them the option, and if not, we'll do an auction.
What about and are they going to be available on the Kohai website as well eventually?
Yeah. Yep, and they're going to be up after the show, after the live evening show. They're going to go on their website for sale for everybody.
Nice.
Okay, so good.
Check their website. They may put them up. I don't know how soon they're going to put them up, but the show is going to be all day pretty much, because I'll be there by noon. And technically, they say they're opening the show at 3:30.
Are you? Wait, so where are you at, Rock?
I'm in Vegas.
And where is
Kohoi is in Cali.
Okay, so you're gonna drive over.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah,
he's taking the private jet.
Oh, the private jet's coming out?
The PJ.
He likes to race the DT4 jet fuel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We can pick you up.
What happened was I might be a little busy that day. You know what I'm saying? Right. But listen, I appreciate the offer. But then, I mean, if I can make it to the after party, then we're good.
Yeah.
The after party is going to go for 3 weeks, so be ready. It's
all right. Well, I got all the baby oil that you can possibly use for the after party.
No Diddy.
Just got a little weird on it. Hey, I gotta change gears very quickly, and before we get into the little interview portion, start to learn about the man behind the Playful Gorilla. I want to give you I want to give you some huge props because we just saw our buddy Cardi who came walking in the door. Sup, everybody, he says. There he is. Oh, wait, well, that's silly. Sup, everybody. There he is right there,
Hey,
Cardi.
Cardi.
I just want to give you personally some kudos on killing it as the co-host last month for Cardi's Heart Charity show that he does annually. You brought the energy, you brought the passion, great storyteller, great, just really, really well done, man. Kudos to you. You killed it.
Thank you, man. That means a lot, bro. It really, truly, in the pantheon of all things and where I stand right now, I cannot thank you enough for that comment. I appreciate it. It really reinvigorated some things that was missing in me and those around me. So I appreciate those kind of words. It really means a lot.
I'm glad to see you back because to me you were technically, in my eyes, you were technically gone for a while. You were quiet and you do your Instagram little sales once in a while, but other than that, you were quiet. I'm glad to see you back.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I had to take a little hiatus. There was a little bit of when you pour yourself heart and soul into something that you truly love, sometimes you neglect those around you, right? Yep. So for me, it came to a boiling point where I was like, you know what? I need to take a break. I need to make sure that my family understands that they come first no matter what.
Yep.
And that has been my journey for the last couple of years of just like taking a step back, really looking at what's going on, shifting around the goals and the high points I want to hit moving forward, and really restructuring how I approach this whole Playful Gorilla thing, which is kind of interesting. So yes, yeah. I have been yes, but the good thing is that show and shout out to Cardi, because if it wasn't for him, man, like when I went on my hiatus, he was one of the few people who consistently made sure I was good and consistently called and consistently had conversations. That man, I owe that man a lot. And when he told me when he asked me to co-host, it was, I ain't gonna lie, man. Even the minute before I was about to go on, I was doubting everything. But getting back to it, man, it's like riding a bike, and God damn it, did I miss it? And it was very eye-opening, and I can't thank Cardi enough for real, because it honestly just sparked a whole lot of shit that we are now working behind the scenes to get some really cool stuff out there. So
well, I was super excited when you said you would do both my shows, and I'm like, this is great having him back. Get you back out there, and I was super excited.
Yeah, no, listen, shout out to Rock, man. Like you again, there's certain things where it's easy to kind of like step away and really get comfortable not doing anything, right? But man, I got this weird like thing in my head where I can't not think about what the next big thing is, what the next project is. I started slowly reaching out to folks and sending, hey, can you want to collaborate here and there? You know me, man, I'm a big collaborator. Give me something to work with, and we're gonna rock out on it. No pun intended. But yeah, you again, without hesitation reached out, and with zero hesitation on my part, I'm like, I'm in. This is a good way to kind of just ease back into it. Flex those muscles again, shake the rust off, and just let's go, baby. Let's go.
10 or 12 reps. We got you.
Yeah.
Fun fact, though, Playful Gorilla, fun fact, I have his Series 2 1-of-1 card.
Whoa, you own it?
One of the first cards that I actually pulled. It was in the first box that I opened in Series 2.
Stop! I didn't know. I've been trying to figure out who the hell has it. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah!
Yeah, I'm making you wait. You can't just have it. You got to wait. So we'll see.
We'll talk. We'll talk, because
we'll see where it ends up. We'll see where it ends up.
Yeah, we can negotiate a little bit, some. You know what I mean? We'll talk.
Well, kudos again to you, man. Cardi, of course, does a great job every year with the show. You brought some extra flavor and a fantastic flavor. It was tahini mixed with.
No. You messed up. This is where your taste.
Okay. All right. Give me the flavor palette.
Sazón en adobo. Just sazón en adobo is everywhere.
You just said times 10. It was fantastic. Hey, we want to take a little bit of a step back. First off, just a quick update. E&B are dealing with some technical difficulties. So if you're just coming in, you're like, it's DT2. E&B had to redo a full reset computer modem. They're having a little bit of a difficulty, so they will be back shortly. Yeah, exactly. They knew Playful was coming in. They ducked out the back door, side door. They're like, we out.
See? So the security camera they saw me breaking in. They were like, I'm out.
I know that, most of the people that are in the room right now definitely know you, but, we do get a lot of people that watch this back and on demand. There might be a few people in here that aren't as familiar with you as some of us. So, let's take it all the way back to the very beginning. Tell us a little bit about who Playful Gorilla is. When did this whole art journey start for you? Was it something that, you've always had in your blood since you were out of the womb? Did it start in high school? Talk to us about all of it.
Well, I was a young little spermatozoid floating away in the vast,
Yeah. Ethos.
Yeah, ethos. Yes. No, dude, listen. Man, holy shit. I haven't talked about this shit in a while. Okay. So I come from a very unique family. My dad's a pastor, my brother's a pilot, my other brother's a foreman. My little sister's an entrepreneur. Like, you wouldn't believe she runs her own like restaurant now. And I was that chubby little dude who just liked to doodle. Like, I spent my days daydreaming, bro. Like, there was always something. There was always a sketch somewhere in a book. Never like trained or anything. I like doodling. You know what I mean? Like, it was just fun. I did creating little fucking cool little things on the side of my books. And early on, I felt that kind of. I didn't know what it was. To be honest, I like to collect toys, and I was a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy fan, and I used to draw my own stories and my own characters, and this was just out of just those who I surrounded myself with, right? I had other friends who were artists. I mean, we were talking about grade school, you don't know what you are. And then when I was going to go into high school, I had a choice, right? I got accepted to Kappa, the Creative and Performance Arts School here in Philadelphia. Cool. And then I also got accepted into something called Central, which was like the college prep school in all of the city. I was always I was a quiet little kid at first. I was shy. I was, big old glasses, a little chubby kid. I was always trying to find my way and find my in. But my pop always told me, like, what are you doing? Stop. He was the one that always stopped me from drawing, ripping things down, ripping shit up. Like, it was always like, no, you have to focus on your studies or your school, blah, 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 blah. So that mentality, when I got accepted to Kappa, listen, I was raw, man. I went in to what was called Portfolio Day, where they gave you a couple classes and you just drew whatever the heck they wanted. And I got accepted on that without a portfolio. It was crazy. Like, I got the acceptance there. I'm like, okay, man. I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, I really want to go here. He goes, how are you going to make money pushing a pencil? That was it was in Spanish, but that was the first kind of like, damn, okay, yeah, you're right. So I ended up going to Central. Kick some butt. It was kind of one of those schools where just you found yourself, right? I thought I was, this is where I learned how to do a lot of this, right? Because I was that Puerto Rican dude that was, a minority in the school. So it was kind of, you had to find your way around things, and you learn how to talk to different people and from different cultures and from different backgrounds. And you're able to kind of, I learned early on that you can talk to folks and really get to know them and really create bonds that it don't matter where you come from, as long as you're a good person, let's make it happen. So I went to high school. After high school, again, pursuing that kind of dream of my dad's dream of being like, he wanted me to be an engineer. That was the jam. I was like, Dad, I'm going to go to Penn State for engineering. This is going to be great. He loved it. Fantastic times, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I go to Penn State, man. I failed the hell out of that school, bro. At one point, I'm 2.5 years in. I have a 1.1 GPA. I can't get into my core classes. I'm just, I'm girl crazy at that point. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just, the mistake was staying here in Philly, because I went to a campus. I was, I lived at home and with my parents. Like, I there was no consequence, right? But I did take one class there, and it was an AutoCAD class. And it was the first time that I was introduced to three-dimensional work, right? So I ended up like with code creating a spring. Oh man, I thought it was the greatest thing ever, right? So this was cool as hell. I'm like, oh my god, this is fantastic. And then I got to the point where I had to make a decision, and I dropped out. I was like, I cannot be an engineer. I went to I saw the people that were. It wasn't for me. The way my brain works is not the way. But that AutoCAD class was sticking in the back of my head. So I go home. I don't tell my parents. I start working 3 jobs. I was never at the house, and my dad's like, how's college coming? And I was just like, well, about that, I dropped out about 3 months ago. Oh man, it was like I detonated a bomb at the house. He lost his shit. He was just like, what are you doing? I was like, Dad, I'm working. I got 3 jobs. I'm making money. In my mind, I'm thinking I'm making money. Poor as shit, you know what I mean? And he was just so upset. He was so upset. I sat down with my mom, and mom was like, listen, you have to go back to school. You have to go back to school. So, we're first generation college bound kids, right? My dad never had a college degree. My mom never had we're first generation. So it was super important for my dad. One of the reasons we came here was to get a decent education. So I sat there. I'm like, all right, bet. You want me to go to school? I don't go to school. The first thing I thought was that AutoCAD class. I was like, what can I do with AutoCAD to make this work? Dude, I went backwards. I was like, where do I want to? I need to leave Philly because I don't want to deal with anything else. I don't want whatever. I was like, where do I want to live? My brother went down to Florida. So I looked down to Florida. I looked at a map. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Miami. So I literally, at the time, it wasn't even Google around. It was like, ask Jeeves. So I asked Jeeves. Y'all old heads know what I'm talking about. Don't even play.
Yeah.
Ask Jeeves. I was like,
what was your MySpace handle?
Oh man, I was known as Rivera 3D in MySpace.
There you go.
Good times back there, man. That was good times.
That's right, man.
Yeah, so I just Googled an art school in Miami. First thing that popped up, I literally went, again, no portfolio, no nothing. They asked for a $90 processing fee. I sent them $90. 2 weeks later, I got an acceptance letter. So now I'm here in Philly. I started dating my now wife. I was like, holy shit, I got to make a decision. I got accepted to their animation program. Crazy, right? So here in my mind, I'm thinking, bet I'm going to be like a traditional animator. Dude, I had when I tell you I did zero research, I did nothing. Jeeves was the homie. So I was like, hey, Jeeves, tell me where I got to go.
That's right.
And taking the money that I got back from Penn State, because I got a refund, I bought me a Mac. I remember a G4 Mac. It was fucking brand new in the box. Even before before I left Philly, I didn't even take it out the box. It was in the back of this fucking truck. Bang! I went to Miami. I get there, the whole fucking lab is all PCs. I'm the only dude with a Mac. I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here? What the hell am I doing here? I was so dumb about the whole situation. I didn't realize this wasn't a regular computer and a regular animation course. It was a computer animation course. So now I'm like, they're talking Pixar and they're talking. I was like, oh fuck, I jumped into a deep end without knowing, but damn, this is kind of cool. You know what I mean? So from there, I said, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. Not knowing how to turn on my fucking computer. Bro, when I tell you, ask all my roommates, they're still my buddies today. Did not know how to fucking turn on a computer. I'm sitting there, brand new fucking shiny, bro. It was shiny. I put it out the box. I was like, how the fuck you turn this thing on, right? I met my dude, it was stupid. It was dumb. It was fucking dumb. But I made a big decision that then. It's like, look, I already fucked up at Penn State. I'm now in Miami where I know no one. I was like, if I fail, I got to go back to Philly and I know where I'm going to get up. I'm going to end up on a fucking corner, fucking slinging whatever. I knew my future if I fucking quit. So I didn't. I fucking sat there. I met the only other Mac user in the building. He showed me how to push the one fucking button to turn on the machine. And that was a wrap. I sat there and I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes, no matter what, to make this happen. So we ended up one of the first, between me and my college roommates, we were the first ones to produce an animated short. I concepted all the characters. I sculpted all the characters. We did a bunch of background. It was fucking cool. It was the coolest shit ever. And then that's it. I graduated. And I was like, shit, I don't have a job. I'm in Miami. I don't have a place to stay. Literally living out of my fucking truck for a couple days. I had a couple friends who helped me stay at a condo, whatever. I made it work. My first job I landed was to do 3D animated assets at a agency. So fresh and so new that they didn't even have 3D software. So I literally carried my computer every day to work on my fucking computer and then take it back the fuck home every day. And that was it, man. That put me on a road of like how to hustle. Yeah. I needed to survive. I needed to survive. If I quit or if I went back home, that's game over. That's it. Like I have no future. So I'm like, how can I make this work? So every possible, I'm out there freelancing. Dude, I did some fucking wild shit in Miami. Like I remember designing bootleg watches, right? He would come with a fucking a bunch of catalogs and like, that's the new Cartier, that's the new this and that. I just need you to go ahead and Photoshop all the logos off and put my logo on it. And then they would be mass produced in fucking China. You know what I mean? So, dude, I remember every watch, it was $80.
Allegedly.
Sorry. Yes. Dude,
I'm going to give you a Philly reference here. You are the Rocky of artists. Like, this is legit, like, figuring it out and becoming, you know what I mean? Like, you definitely, it was the will to survive.
Well, you didn't have a choice. That's
that's how I said it. That's how I saw it in my mind. I just didn't have a choice. And just like Rocky, like you're right. Like I had to will myself to, and when I legit tell you, man, there was times those $80 was the only thing I had in my fucking pocket, and I was sleeping in my fucking truck. There was a pizza spot right across the street on Collins Ave, $2 slices, $1 soda, $3. Dude, I was just in there. I was just, and it's just like all I kept thinking was, I can't go home. What do I need to do to make this happen? All I want to do was animate, man. That's it. That was my fucking head. I want to animate. Well, that shit, dude, that turned into like, I got sick one day and I had to go to the urgent care and I lost all the money I had saved up. So this under the table shit wasn't working. So I talked to my boss. I'm like, look, I don't know what to do. Like thank God that dude helped me out. But a day later, I get a job offer in North Carolina. So I was like, all right, bet, let's do it. I'll say, look, I'm so sorry I have to leave you. It was one of the, I don't know if it was a smart decision, but I like where I ended up kind of deal, right? Sure. Hindsight, it's like, if I would have stayed, I would have been doing some really fucking cool shit. Because the agency I work with, they did all the graphics and all the animations for fucking the Miami Heat. So like I was working directly with, some amazing kind of compositors and animators, and I was that dude. I was like, how the hell? Like I was just a kid in a candy store. Like it was fucking amazing. But after that, dude, I went to North Carolina. I started working with the military. I did civilian work for the MV-22, which is that tilt motor fucking plane shit that turns from a helicopter to a plane. We were the ones that animated all the repair manuals. Then I jumped on the pilot side. I re-fucking did their navigation shit. Like it was fucking fun. But I was getting paid piddle. You know what I mean? I wasn't getting paid shit. At that time I decided to tell my wife I wanted to, my girlfriend at the time, that wanted to get married, start a family. So that took me from fucking North Carolina now back to Florida. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, fucking doing the same fucking thing. They're telling me I'm never going to make a fucking extra dollar. I ended up fucking finding this crazy contract out in California through a buddy of mine that worked with the same company. We were making bank. Like we were working, I hate to say it. We were working with a very interesting church that's fairly new.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mr. Is it Tom Cruise?
You got it.
Yeah.
I went out there, dude. We were working around the clock. My shift was from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The 10 p.m. guys came in. They relieved us at 10 a.m. We were working around the fucking clock. It was one of the craziest hustles I've ever done. And we were like professional, so like they would bust it. I could tell you stories, but I'm not doing it here though. Fuck that shit. We could talk about that later. But anyway, we
might get one out of you. We'll see.
Maybe some fucking wild shit. My wife still fucking like, because we were out there when so we moved out there after like my job in Florida was like, yeah, you're not gonna make enough money, dude. I did their demo reel. I did a fucking sizzle reel for them. I did all this extra shit, and they basically gave me a pizza party. I'm like, yo, man,
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. It was. I think it was Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, give me some fucking Pizza Hut or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, at minimum, right? But every time, like, you gotta understand, every time I was working, I just had this anxiety of like, I'm not good enough, right? I just had this thing of like, yo, I gotta do better. I gotta be better. So every time I was working a 9 to 5, I learned how to get clients, and I always had some type of freelance gig going on, from t-shirt companies to car, like dude. If I show you the body work, it's just crazy. It's just all over the fucking place, because I try to tell myself, you're not gonna fucking fail. If this 9 to 5 doesn't work, you're gonna fall back on your clientele, and if the clientele doesn't work, you're gonna fall on your 9 to 5. And I always had this fucking like nonstop mentality of like, yo, this is like, I just wanted to animate.
Yeah, that inner voice driving you at all times.
All the time, and it drives me nuts sometimes. What's up, B? Look who's back.
Hey,
Eddie here back. Yo,
I have a question. Can we restart the entire show and just redo all that?
Welcome to DT4. Today we're gonna great.
So let's start. I was a little sperm, right? I was
I'm sorry about that, y'all.
We're having some major technical
everything.
issues.
I threw my computer out the window.
I'm pretty sure Playful thinks you guys are ducking him because
why he got to come up here and lie? That's messed up.
Hey, I mean, y'all saw the glitchiness, right? Y'all saw that. So
I could do the same thing. Watch this.
Think it's onto us, B.
But if I,
no.
Oh my god, he's really good at that.
I can do it. I know
you've done that before. Okay, I got you.
We'll give you the quick couple minutes here. We can pause the story because the story's great. We want to get back to
no. I was messing.
We
want to give B the rightful amount of crap that you have been waiting to.
I haven't even started yet.
All right, so let's speed up the story, because if we don't get through you turning on your Apple computer, you're never going to get Bolt done. So let's.
I'm working on it while we listen. So anyway, what happens is I'm this is where Playful Gorilla starts, right?
Okay.
I get to a point where I have a family, I have kids. I can't sit in front of a machine for 18 hours and animate. It's just not happening. Yeah. But every skill set pissed me off, because I'm like, yo, I got this skill set that I'm not fucking using, right? That's when I met Steve Tukowski. If you don't know Steve Tukowski, please make sure you follow this motherfucker. He does the Sketchbot. That dude introduced me to a fucking lifestyle that I just haven't woken up from it yet, right? I went to New York, and he was an old Blue Sky animator. He sat there. He's like, yeah, I'm an animator who's been animating. Here's my demo reel. I got a bunch of kids. I just can't animate no more. So I started prototyping and testing out 3D printing. And I'm like, what the fuck is 3D printing? What are we talking about here? And then he goes, this is what vinyl toys are. And this is a niche. I'm like, what's happening here? This is before I had any social media. If it wasn't for Steve, I wouldn't even have any social media, because he told me, hey, what's your Twitter handle? Hey, what's your Instagram handle? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. So yeah, so that's it. I left that. It was like a show that he put on, and he brought his buddy, who was the lead prototyper for McFarlane Toys at the time, and it was the first time in like this entire road of just fucking working all over the country doing all this shit. It was the first time I was introduced to designer toys. Not only designer toys, just toys. Period. I held in my hand the 3D printed prototype of the Michonne figure from The Walking Dead. And when I tell you, I shat myself. I can't, there's no other way to say it. Okay. I shat myself. I'm like, what am I looking like? I couldn't process what I was doing. This man is telling me that he everything he does for animation, instead of animating, he turns left and he just starts prototyping and 3D printing and doing all this crazy shit and taking the characters that I know I love to fucking do and making them real. Fuck my life up. Fuck my life. So I thank you to Steve, but a big fuck you to Steve too, because I've been on this fucking road now for almost 12 years of just trying to figure out where my place is. And when Playful Gorilla first started, it was at a point where I'm like, you know what? I have to get away from my clientele. Because I ran Rivera3D.com for a while. That was my jam, but my name was in it, and I always had a lot of issues. When you deal with some people around this country, it's weird when you see that Rivera name pop up. So I decided, I was like, I need a moniker. I need something that I can hide behind and just play around and not have to worry about a deadline, not have to worry about what this motherfucker thinks. And you know, as a working artist, if you guys know, you're at the mercy of whatever the fucking client tells you, and sometimes they'll tell you that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, which is crazy. But I sat there and I'm like, babe, I need to figure this out. Like I need something. I was like, I know I'm like this beast that I want to fucking, I know there's something inside me that I want to fucking let out. And she goes, yeah, you know, you're like, you know, but you're not mean. You're like a big gorilla. I'm like, that's dope. And then she goes, but you're not a fucking mean gorilla. She's like, you're more playful. And I'm like, what'd you say? What'd you say?
Wow.
And she, that was all Kim. I give her 100%. She's the one that came up with the name. And after that, I sat down and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a student. That's how I work. That's
I knew his name sounded familiar. I was sitting there trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he said Sketchbot.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
That Sketchbot in my hand, I held his initial hand sculpted prototype. Then he had with him the 3D print prototype. Dude, he showed his iteration. He basically laid out a roadmap for me, bro. He's like, you do this, you do this, you do this. I could not have been in a more perfect place at the perfect right time. Thank you, Steve, is what I'm saying.
Wow, what a mentor. That's amazing.
Cool. Crazy. And he's the one that, like, honestly, the first couple months was just, where is Steve going to be? Because I want to show up. That's when I started doing all the cons and started showing up at cons. And, you know, that just turned into, like, me shaking the hand. For the first year, I did nothing. Let me rephrase that. I was sketching. I was trying to find a style, because that's the one thing that he told me that day. It was one of the best pieces of fucking advice. He goes, find your style. He goes, you can draw a Deadpool. He can draw a Deadpool. He can trace a Deadpool. But if you have a style and you put your style on that Deadpool, no one has seen that fucking version before.
Yeah.
That shit stuck with me fucking forever. And that's what I do now. It's like I try to do something that's different but unique. It's my style's not for everybody. I learned that over the course of the years, but I've refined the skill of like, okay, I know what I want to do. I know how to get there. And it was a snowball effect, man. I spent just the first year just talking to people. Yo, what's up?
All of the greats too. I mean, they have that identifiable style. So like Scotty Young, you look at Scotty Young and he makes, you know, characters, but you know immediately upon seeing it, that's Scotty Young. You know,
that's it. And that's hard to do. What people don't understand, that's fucking hard to do, is years and years of fucking beating people over the head with the same exact thing to make sure that they understand, hey, oh shit, now when you see it somewhere else, motherfucker, I know that. I know who that is. It's playful. That's a playful piece. And that's how I kind of ran it, right? And that first year, just meeting all the different designer toys, man, like designer artists.
Crazy. And a lot of people don't know that you are like, and I didn't know until I started watching your Instagram stuff, but were a huge collector. Like you had so much stuff from every person I've ever even thought of. So you must have been going to all the cons, picking up all the stuff.
All of them. That was me being a student. That was me supporting the scene. That was me saying, you know what? Before I even fucking do anything, I got to show some respect to the people who've done it before me. And that gets lost a lot nowadays. It's like, you need to fucking, like, what we do here is very unique and very special. And if you don't know your history, you don't know who pioneered this scene, then step up your game a little bit. That's all I've always said. That's the track that's the lane that I took, and that's how I approach a lot of things. Shit, there's still a bunch of stuff here that's laying around that I couldn't tell you. There's all kinds of fucking
man. I think the Purge. That's where I actually got this from you, I believe.
Yes.
My first Purge show. I got a few prints. I got the I think it's an Aardman Batman set.
Yes.
A while back. Yeah.
I missed that fucking set so bad. You don't understand how much Purges hurt, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, trust me, I know.
Like it's years and years of just studying. It's years and years of just collecting and saying, you know what, this is fucking cool. Let me support this person. Let me support this artist. How can I fucking do this? You know what I mean? And then that's it. There was one day where damn, well, right now I'm drawing a blank here. So there's an artist who says, I hate all the gatekeeping. I'm sick and tired of not putting artists on. The next 10 people who fucking hit me up, they're gonna be part of my New York Comic Con show. It's my first show ever. It's a little fucking owl blank. I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I've never done a show before. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. He goes, shut the fuck up, you're in. I'm like, done. Yeah. It was fucking great. It was the best experience fucking ever. And that's it. that was the beginning of like all the custom work that I've been fucking putting work in. And it's like you learn, you crash course it, and you just dive deep into it. You know what I mean?
So when was your first toy? Your first toy then? What was your first piece?
My first like custom piece?
No, like I know you did some stuff with Benny.
Yeah. So look, I'm a 3D artist, right? So I've been sculpting since, again, this was my animation years. This is what I do. I've compiled a fucking library of just random ass characters that never came to fruition. When I sat down and started kind of coming together of like, okay, what am I doing here? This whole Primate Chronicle story kind of popped into my brain. So the gorilla, P-Rilla, he is the character I've been trying to fucking chase. Now, I'm one of those dudes that I'm a perfectionist. So it's like, I got 10 iterations of this motherfucker, but I haven't fucking produced because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to slow down. So with Benny was one of the first dudes I hit up. And I showed him a bunch of my concept, a bunch of the 3D. I had this little fucking dope-ass little Abrams tank that had a little fucking monkey hanging out. It was fucking dope as shit. It was fucking cool shit. I lost all the files, but whatever. So I hit Benny up and I was like, look, this is who I am. This is what I know. This is what I do. I want to kind of be of service to people, but at the same time, I want to, I still got to fucking pay bills. I got to make a living out of this shit. So I got to work for others while I'm working on my own craft. But my first officially produced toy was a collabo, right? That collabo was the Quicks collabo, the Megatech. I don't know if I have one. I think they're over there. That was the first time that my logo and my design got produced into a figure. Okay. After that shit, that was it. That was game over. After that, like I couldn't push people away because everybody started asking me for all kinds of shit. So it was all customs all the way left and right until I got to the point.
Do you remember what year that was?
I gotta go back. This is pre-COVID. This is shit. So we're looking at what we're
20 teens, maybe early 20 teens.
Yeah, I want to say 16, 17 around there, maybe.
Okay.
It's the first time that like I got introduced to the production process, right? Like I appeared behind the curtain, the curtain. I was like, okay, this is how this is done. This is how this is done. Again, me just collecting all this knowledge and all this fucking, just putting work in. After that, that's when opportunities start opening up. That's when you start, people start hitting you up. Hey, can you do a colorway for me? Dude, I've designed more colorways that have not been produced than I care to fucking, one day
right.
I'm gonna just be like, this is shit that just never happened. So that again turned me on to the fucking process of production. I then got laid off for the first time ever. So I started, I jumped into 3D printing and I started, learning how to 3D print hardcore. I used to sell machines. I created a fucking crazy shop here in Philly where you would, scan yourself and fucking be printed up. Like that's all. And look, my fucking IG, like fucking store or whatever. That's it. That is a step by step from the beginning to now. Like I've never deleted a fucking photo. I've never. There's one of the versions of the Megatech right there, the Tech-Rilla.
So cool.
It's insane.
It was the greatest opportunity and the greatest door busting kind of moment of my career. Right, that opened up so many fucking doors to the point where my first official vinyl toy was the Banana Skinny Cat. I've always wanted to I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something unique. And for the first time, I designed it. I sketched it out. I 3D modeled it. I prototyped it. I did all the packaging. This was a project that was 100%, designed by yours truly. Benny fucking came through and he was the one that helped me produce it. And
Red's gotten old.
What? Yeah, Red's getting old. Red's always old. Red's an old man. I don't know if you know this.
No, he's aged in a few years.
And yeah, man, and that's kind of what the journey has been. I like taking. I love like custom work is still some of my favorite things to do. It's just sitting down and looking at what you created and reimagining it into something that I could fit into my story, right? Yo, shout out to Jay. He owns this now, which is great. It's down in down in South Philly right now.
That's dope.
Oh, nice. The
Love
Space
it.
Lab.
Space Lab, hell yeah.
I gotta say, and now there's a bunch of banana skinny cap customized by other artists sitting on people's shelves. That's pretty insane.
That is wild to me.
I still have a bunch. I still have a bunch of the resin ones.
Yes, the little small ones. We did those. We did those because the demand was so high. We produce 12 colors at first. We reordered the white because they sold out quick. Hey, that's who is that? Who is that one is? That's I think that's
Hungry Ghost.
Is that a Hungry Ghost?
Yeah, Hungry Ghost.
But the fact that there's when I tell you the coolest part about fucking producing a toy is that I was lucky enough to say, and I can say today, those I don't know if they're sold out yet, but you can buy them in the United States. You can buy them in Mexico. You could buy them in Canada, the UK, fucking the Netherlands. They were fucking all over the fucking world, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that now people are customizing it, you know, we officially sold out. Officially, like we're officially sold out. I got a couple caps still left. I'm gonna do a couple of little things here and there, but dude, the banana skinny cap has always been one of my favorites. That's a red piece right there. That
I was gonna say, I remember red.
I remember that.
That thing was killer, like a little fucking train set. Look, again, what people come. This is where I wanted to be, right? Obviously, the goal is eventually to.
That's crazy. That's the nervous record. I actually saw this in person, and I was like, I didn't even know it was a banana skinny cap.
Yeah, we didn't even realize.
Look carefully. It's flipped upside down, and the bottom of it is the top. And dude, it's so fucking wild, bro. That thing was just a monster. And again, like, you know, a lot of these relationships I built with some of these artists is just years and years of just, you know, collaborating, making sure that, you know, I'm checking in, you know, trying to open opportunities for folks. You know, early on, I used to run, you know, something called the Arsenal of Artists, which was basically like a rogue gallery. I would reach out to different locations, like completely off the wall, you know, from a tattoo shop to a comic book store to a restaurant. And we would just come in. I would invite a bunch of artists. We do a show. We would take over the location. I would get fucking sponsors and motherfucking like Dave and Buster's would come in with their girls and to give away prizes. It was fucking awesome. Like, you know, shout out to Cash Cannon and Dad's Cartoons. They were a big part of that fucking, we might have to bring that shit back. I don't know, man. It's just, I've done so fucking much that I feel like I just want to give back. Like I was gifted an opportunity to be part of a community that fucking truly and utterly accepted me for who the fuck I am. And there's nothing that I can say or ever do to ever repay the community. So my job as Playful Gorilla is just do exactly that. Keep doing whatever it takes to make sure this scene stays alive. Make sure that this community stays thriving. And what can we do? What can we do together to make a bigger impact? You know, that's why when Cardi hits me up and we do shows like that where we truly and utterly make a fucking impactful difference. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't deny that. It's something that listen, I work at a high school right now. Nobody knows what the hell I do in that school. And it's crazy. It's like, y'all don't know what it, okay, whatever. But you know, but the thing is like the receipts are there. You know, we put in the work, we help others out, we help those in need. When I needed shit, like I went through some fucking trials and tribulations for the last couple of years, before after COVID, it was bananas. Like I've lost all my inventory at one point. You know, I've lost jobs left and right. I've lost you name it. But the community is always still there. You guys always seem to come through. You always seem to just be there and seeing and being a part of something like this, DT4, right? Like it's something that truly makes me happy at the end of the day, because I know that moving forward, this is going to continue. This is going to keep thriving. This is going to get better and better and better. And the amount of raw talent that exists today, some of these artists that people don't fuck with, but you look at them and they're like, yo, damn, like let's do something together. And I always said that shit. Let's talk. Let's fucking talk, because at the end of the day, I can fit in a bunch of different parts of this production process. You need a sketch, let's sketch it up. You need somebody to 3D sculpt something, let's do that shit. You need somebody to paint something, you need some prototype, you need some fucking quotes overseas, let's fucking make it happen. You know what I mean?
That's pretty incredible that you have that many different, talents to be able to contribute to a collab. That just like, wow.
Yeah, and don't. I've always said this: if I have it, it's yours. If I don't have it, I can't give it to you. It's that simple. And that's been my approach since day one. And I tell these artists, it's rare I get like hate on the comments. I got some hate the other day, and I'm like, stop. I was like, I've helped out so many people, you included. All you have to say is, hey, Playful, what can we do together? Ask anybody. Like, dude, the amount of collaborations I got on my fucking portfolio is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Like, I remember being put on New York Comic Con, and I was like, what can I do? I was like, fuck it. You got an idea for a fucking collabo sticker? Send me a sketch. We'll fucking do it up, and we'll fucking drop them. You know how many people hit me up? It was fucking crazy. I had to like turn away some people because I just couldn't I didn't have enough time. But that's the whole point of this community. That's the whole point of what we do here. That's the whole point of what you guys do here, and why it's so important for you guys to fucking keep doing this shit 24/7. If you're
looking for a motivational speaker, Playful Gorilla can be reached at.
Real simple. But I mean, that's what we do. That's our main goal, and to try to get new people involved and try to keep the new artists that maybe they didn't have a chance. Nobody gave them a shot to be in a show. Like, I'm grateful for being in my first custom show. I was like, that was amazing for me. And that's what I said. I said, I'm going to do my own shows and give more people opportunities to be in it.
That first opportunity, that first time you put that brush to the fucking custom.
Yeah.
You finished it and like, holy shit. Like, I've created this. Like, nobody else helped me. This has got in my fucking brain. It's here. There's nothing fucking better. There's nothing better.
And props to people like you, bro, because there's so many, like you said, dope people in the community that this, like, our art journey that that me and B and Ditto and Rock. I mean, Rock was doing it for a while, but that journey was, especially for us, inspired by people in the community. Like we dabbled and played around a little bit. People were like, keep doing that, and then we kept doing it, and then people were like, do that again, and next thing we know, like, B's over here doing customs for like these shows. I'm doing customs for shows, which is wild, but it's because of people like dope people like y'all, man. Like, it's cool.
How does it make you feel at the end of the day when the bills are coming in, where everything's fucking falling over your head, when all these fucking trials and tribulations happen around you? You have that one moment where you're creating something. Mm-hmm. There's nothing fucking better. There's nothing fucking better. It eases all that shit. Like, it's one of those things where you can just push it all to the side. You
can lose yourself in the creativity, and a lot of the times that is therapy in and of itself, right there.
And I think that you made a point, Playful, about the gatekeeping and stuff. There, when I first started, when I decided, hey, I want to make my first character, I had the hardest time getting information. And I've said this story a couple times. Ezra Brown was the first person that sat down with me and said, here's what you need to do. Here's what, if you don't think you can sell this many, don't do it. It's a waste of money. He gave me all these tips. But I was running into doors, like, shutting my face. Nobody would give me any ideas, factories or anything. Benny and Ezra were the first two people that opened the door for me. And I said, you know what? Whoever wants to know anything, I'm going to let them know. Like, I don't care to keep it.
Same. Same. There's no reason to.
It's gotten a lot better. It's gotten, in the last couple of years, it's gotten really good. People helping people.
But let me tell you, when I first started 10 plus years ago, that wasn't the case. I
heard that. Yeah.
Had a certain group of artists who were constantly called on.
Yeah.
And to get into those shows and to get into those galleries, it was wild. Like, you couldn't get in. You couldn't get in.
There's people like RWK, Chris. He's been in I've asked him for every one of my shows. He's been in every one. Yep. There has not been one time he's like, you know what? I'm just too busy. And he's busy. He's got stuff going.
Chris is I met Chris years ago, and
people like that, there's not enough of,
No. And if more artists move like Chris, this fucking industry would be on fire right now, on fire, because the man is he's a legend. Let's be real honest.
Yeah.
Like, I throw that L word around a lot. That dude's a legend.
Yeah.
You can go every time you go to New York, you see him. It's everywhere. But the amount of work that he puts in is unbelievable. Unbelievable. The amount of work, not only that he puts in, but amount of artists that he puts on. I've always wanted to collaborate with that man, and I always felt, I don't know, like a little scared, right? Because I'm like, man, like I'm gonna fuck this up, and
it's intimidating, yeah.
Very intimidating. And for years, I'm like, Chris, I want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, yo, send me something, and I never fucking did it. I never did it. I was just like, oh man, he's gonna think I'm a fucking lame-o. Let me tell you, when we were running the Arsenal of Artists shows, I asked him to do a collaborative T-shirt. Before I hung up the phone, the motherfucker has sent me some sketches. Yeah. That man is a legend. The man is a legend, and he will help you wherever it takes. And shit, man, the fucking goddamn, I'm so happy for that motherfucker. Like, one of those people I met very early on. I want to say probably my first Comic-Con that I went, he was sitting there, and I had no clue who he was. No clue.
Well, look at one of the things I've noticed in the past few years that I'm love to see is, and I'm not saying this hasn't existed because it has, but it just feels like, and maybe it's the circles we run in, the community we run in, I don't know, but it feels like the collaborative process is wide open. A lot of the doors are open for collabing. I mean, I did a dumb little, print for my birthday stream last year, and I got like 18 artists, to jump in on it, and we're like, sure, let's go. And it's like, I have one and I love it. It's just amazing to see all these little characters sitting in a little movie theater. And it was just a stupid little idea I had with a couple months before my birthday, and everyone's like, let's do it. And it came together unbelievably, orchestrated by Son of Sane. I got to give him props because he was the one that tied all the pieces together. Otherwise that couldn't happen.
Nice.
And it feels like collaborations are really kind of on people's minds, and they're willing to do it. It feels like, in an industry where a lot of artists, were taken advantage for a very, very long time. That's always going to happen. I mean, there's going to be, galleries and things that whatever, but it seems like there's people certainly like us that are trying to kind of break through that barrier to kind of give that opportunity and not really take anything off of that artist. It's about the artist. Like that's what I think it's about.
True collaboration. A true collaboration means that you're putting two minds together and creating something completely brand new. Okay. Yep. In the process, that artist who is established can easily bring that new artist up a couple notches.
Sure.
Yeah. You don't understand how powerful that is. I know the equity that I have in what I've been doing for the last 2 decades. I know it. I'm not stupid, right? And I know how powerful a collabo can be. Look, like shit. If it wasn't for the Quicks collabo, I mean, I would be in a different conversation right now. Yeah. The power of it and the people that are shying away from it is crazy. But I got to give credit to those who are jumping head first into the deep end, because that's how it's done. To me, this scene doesn't work without a very attractive collabo. You put these artists together in the same fucking room and they create magic that you're never fucking
unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. And look, I got to give personally, and I think we all would probably attest to this, but I got to give some credit to Red Guardian, because I mean, with that creatives project and the fact that he brought a lot of artists together.
He's all right.
Listen, Red, don't blow his head up too much. Let's be real honest.
I want him to be able to get through the door. He's already got a giant head.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
His heart pace, apparatus might fail on him. You know what I'm saying? He's on oxygen right now.
That is true. We might need to send some medical attention.
I'll fuck with you, Red. You know I love you. No,
yeah. I've fallen and I can't get up. Here's
Red's cards. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. That's a childhood dream. That motherfucker.
Well, it's been a bridge. It's been a bridge. It really has. I mean, we as affiliates, and now one of our members, hopefully others that will be in the project at some point. It's amazing to see the type of artist he brings, and then series 3 is when I saw it, even with my own eyes opened up, when we went to New York Comic-Con for the drop and release, and Red was running his booth and basically let us knuckleheads run the creatives drop right next door to him. He just looked over a couple times, like, they got it, they're killing it, let's go. And we had all these artists, Kestgak and Danny Cortez's of the world dropping by, and all the artists that were in the project, and they were just like doing sketch cards and ripping packs and like going on our streams and just like, oh, you want to do a collab? Let's go. You know, I mean, it was just crazy. It's opened a lot of doors. I really feel that.
Oh yeah.
One of the coolest fucking projects I've had the honor to be a part of. Like on so many levels. Like it checked off a childhood dream of mine. I always wanted to be part of fucking. I was a huge card collector when I was a kid. Right?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It checked off meeting fucking some of my idols and being able to say, hey man, can I get your autograph? And he's like, no, can I get your autograph? Like it's fucking wild. The execution, the rollout, the events. You gotta give Red more than credit. Like the things he's doing for not only me and you and everybody around. He's building a community that is unstoppable. It's a Trojan horse artist.
Yeah. Ooh, oh, Red's here. I take everything I just said back.
And the thing is, and the thing is too. Bro. I know all of us here have spent time with Red personally on a side level where it's not we're talking toys or we're talking just down to earth regular life crap. Yep. And Red's the real deal. And a lot of people just see the goofy shoes he wears and that whatever to the cons and stuff, but he is a down to earth guy. He can't drive worth shit, but he's definitely a down to earth guy.
Well, he's always on live when he's driving. He's a chill.
Dude, I was in his car. We were going through this bridge or tunnel or whatever the hell it was in New York, and he's talking on his phone, looking like, dude, just drive, man.
No, but on a serious note, I give a lot of credit to Red.
Yep,
like I said,
for sure.
When I took my step back, he was one of the first few people to just reach out to me and be like, yo, you good, you're gonna be good and everything's gonna be all right.
Yep.
There's times in your life where sometimes you need to hear a certain something, and that day he hit me hard with those positive comments. And let me tell you, man, that's my brother from another mother, and whatever that man needs, he got from me, and he knows that shit.
Yeah. He cares about the artists. He everybody that's in his project and could someday be in his project, or that is showing some signs of passion in the art world. He's got unless they step out of line or screw him over or something, he's got their back like the most loyal person I've ever seen. It's ridiculous.
Big facts. Yep. Yep. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Except E. He don't like E at all. He's told me before. He's like,
he's told me that too. It's all right. It's fine.
I won't say it on DP4.
I don't like him either. It's all right.
And the way your jaw moves like this, something weird.
He gave me the biggest hug, man. Like it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, so you guys squashed it? Okay, good.
Yeah, we're good. All right.
Well, Playful, let's shift gears a little bit because, incredible story. I mean, honestly, first off, he's from Philly because he used John a little bit ago. As soon as I heard that,
why
John,
you call me out like that? That's my jam.
I'm just saying. But look, man, you're doing incredible things. You have the will to survive and the spirit to drive. It's amazing what you do. Everybody that I know is a massive fan and speaks great things of you. Your energy is contagious. Your passion is contagious. You're the little fat kid with the giant glasses that lives inside you is contagious, my friend. So let's.
Why didn't the girl tell me that back in the day? I think you're lying.
They didn't know any better. They hadn't caught it.
He says that to all the guests, even if they don't wear glasses.
Earlier, right? Little fat kid with giant glasses. That was.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the show.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure it wasn't random, like a random comment. I was like, damn, bro.
Calling me fat.
You can't say that.
That's rude. That's rude.
Yeah. It's called a callback for those that. Yeah. So okay, you got some great things coming up. Let's talk for a minute about some of the insane stuff you got coming up for the remainder of the year. We obviously know that you're in a few shows that are near and dear to our hearts, but let's talk about what you got on the horizon here, my friend.
All right, man. So listen, there's a lot that I'm working with here, right? I took a big hiatus. All I've been doing is fucking thinking. How can I make this work? How can I make this happen? And I've accepted there's an anime show that somebody invited to. I think it's the guy. Where are we doing the Who High?
Kohai? Yeah.
It's the only thing I might have to kind of bow out on because I got 20 million other things. But right now, our eyes right now are focused on the next 2 shows. That is the boat show, which we showed off a little piece earlier. That's what I'm kind of working with here, right? So we're working on a little bit of a new little sculpt, and I'm going to be introducing some cool things. Hopefully that works. The same day,
poor Tucci's going to lose so much sleep tonight. You don't know she's got a little phobia of gorillas, so that's why we're giving her a little bit of
what are you talking about? That's not it's gonna go for your neighbor.
That's not a gorilla.
Then we got the bite show from Trash Panda. So I got these giant fucking
oh my god,
I call it the monkey bite. I took the bite and just I ate them out real quick, right? That's coming. I'm gonna show. Obviously, you guys were part of the show with Cardi, and we got the collabo figure coming out. Obviously, that's out too. I'm a little behind, so apologize. I gotta ship these out to Sketch and I forget who else it was, but they're coming. All the while, we're still cranking out customs. This is for a good client of mine right there. It's a little Snailian Darth Maul.
Let's go.
Thing. Right?
Is that for Grouper? Is that for Grouper Dog?
It is. How'd you know?
Oh,
hey, dude, I feel like shit. He's been waiting for so fucking long.
Grouper's gonna be so excited. He's a huge. I know he's known you for years, but he's a dope dude, bro. He's a dope. He's a good dude. On top of that, I'm working with oh my god, I'm working with Stash Loot. We got some comic book and some commissions coming. I got about 100 of them on here that I gotta fucking finish. I'm fucking behind on that shit too. I'm also doing a drop soon. I don't know when, but I'll show off a little something. He's been on the docket forever. This is a gory times playful collabo here. That's coming soon. So that's Gory Gorilla. I got 10 of these coming. I only got 1 finished, so I'm behind a little bit. Me and Benny are back at it again. There's a huge project that we're trying to get off the ground. Hopefully we'll get support from the community. I think you guys are gonna fucking love it. It's in the banana skinny kind of world that we're extending out. All right, so keep an eye out for that. That leads into New York Comic Con. I'm trying my damnedest to do a little bit of a Danger Dog release at New York Comic Con. I talked it over with Benny. He's all about it. Everything now falls on my hand. I mean, listen, the amount of open commissions and projects, just keep an eye out. It's just got a lot on the plate.
I missed the bite. Can I see the bite? I'm sorry, I missed it. I was dance mom transporting. No. No.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is the extra large one. I have like the tiny ones as well that are coming. So there's the smaller ones. And if you look really carefully, it is the bite. So I just basically sculpted over the bite. In the same eyes. The hands actually became the outer teeth here. So little monkey bites, I call them. So
I love it.
An extra large, and there's 3 sets of the one that's like chewed off, and then bite regular one, and then like 3 of these, but on a smaller scale. Those are under a heat lamp right now because they were supposed to be done tonight, and that's for the another show on the 29th. So you got the bolt and the bite show. The same day. Yep.
I think the theme there, guys, is to follow them on IG, because if you follow on IG, you're going to get all the updates, you're going to get all the release dates, you're going to get all the goodness, and you get to go back and see all of the talented resume that this man has. So follow him over on IG. Is it just at Playful Gorilla?
Playful Gorilla across the board. You can't miss out. And shout out to Sketch, because Sketch and I got something coming. I got something coming with Matt E. I got something coming with the 3D Hero. Dude, like I said, I've been booking myself as much as I can. And again, I'm open to fucking collab with anybody. So if you think you got a cool idea, you need help getting off the fucking ground, let's make it happen. Let's go.
Well, I'm honored to say, I won't give too much information, but I'm honored to say that Jay Martin and I are doing a little show in the end of May, and it's going to be in your backyard. So hopefully I'll get to actually shake your hand and meet you.
I'll be there, man. Fuck that shit. I went to for the first time a couple weeks ago. I'm in, which you know what that means, that me and Jay got something going on too. Shit.
That's true.
Hey.
So Playful Gorilla.
When are you coming into town?
May 24th.
May 24th. Okay, May 24th.
That's the night of the event.
All right, cheesesteaks on me. Don't fuck around. I'll take you to my toast.
I'm going to take you up on that.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everybody know. You come into town, we're doing some cheesesteaks, man. That's how we do it.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite? Let's hear a little Philly. First off, congratulations on your Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, champion.
He's a big Dallas fan. Sorry.
Yeah, which is crazy. First of all, that's why he hides. You see this shit?
Yeah.
And then the Eagles come up, the championship fucking things. These motherfuckers. How? Like, you want to hear something crazy? Jalen Hurts, our quarterback, was born, went to high school, went to college, went to the pros. And that whole time, the fucking Dallas haven't won a fucking championship. It's fucking crazy.
I thought you were going somewhere else. Soon either. You know, like, whatever, man. I don't want to talk about it. This year, I can't even talk.
Don't get him started. Don't get him
Jalen Hurts is going to have grandkids, great grandkids, and probably some second cousins that Dallas will still not be back to the Super Bowl.
I'm proud to say that maybe the Bears will have a chance before Dallas. So we'll see.
At the beginning of the season,
I forgot Chicago had an NFL team. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody's heard about
nobody forgets that Dallas has a team.
Oh no, nobody forgets.
I mean, for better or for worse.
Shifting gears, I'm sorry I brought up the Eagles. I forgot it was a sore spot for one of the DT4 members. What is your if somebody was going to go to Philly? There's always like the Geno's Pats, and I know that's a lot touristy. What's the cheesesteak place to go to if you're going to Philly?
Listen, look, as of recently, me and Geno's, or not Geno's, fuck Geno's. Me and Pat's have a love relationship. Okay. They own the only 9-inch version of the Whiz Wit. That's my cheesesteak character. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Oh shit!
But let me tell you, I'm trying to open this motherfucker up because this isn't here. Goddamn. But if you
a sword, behind you? Is that a sword?
What are we talking about?
Confirmed. There's no confirmation.
Well, he does have the Ghostface jersey on, so I think that's allowed.
I love it.
You can only have it with the Ghostface jersey. That's it. No, but that's those are the homies. So I'm gonna push you there first, and I gotta show off a little something.
Okay.
Because they're the ones that I created this for, and they've been fucking my number one supporters since I dropped this character. But if I can't make it down to South Philly, I'm taking you to Joe's Steak and Soda Shop. Joe's is incredible. They have one of the best cheesesteaks in Philly, hands down. There's 2 locations. The John on Girard is the place to be.
While you're opening this, I'm going to play a little Philly word association with you, okay? I want 1 or 2 word response. Ready?
Dale.
Tomato pie.
No.
Okay. Tasty cakes.
Fuck yeah.
All right. One more. Ready? Wawa.
Come on. Let me get a Italian hoagie with everything on it. A side of peach iced tea, and you gotta throw in chicken noodle soup just because it's real simple. That's the order right there. You gotta go to Wawa.
All right, and then I lied. One last one. Ready? John.
Which John? My John, your John, or that John over there?
Yeah, there you go. All right.
That's this John right here. There it is.
No. Whiz Wit.
That's Whiz Wit right there. And again, shout out to fucking to Pat's. If you go down to Pat's, take a look right through the window. There's a giant 9-inch version of this motherfucker just chilling in the background.
I'd like to buy one of those and have it signed for when I come out in May, please.
Well, this one is available. Just FYI, I just came back from actually this one comes with an accessory.
Old.
Just came back from Ghost Fox Toys. We did a show, I don't know, a couple months ago. Nice. And it just showed up today. So
consider it sold. I dibs. I just called it.
You got it. It's yours. I'll hand it to you when you show up to Philly. How about that?
All right. Whiz Wit. I love it.
And this is the Vacation Whiz-Wit. You ready? Because it comes with a little, my favorite place. Epale.
Oh my God.
They're cute. See?
Going to Disney. We're going to Disney World.
That's cool, man.
I love it.
I love that.
That is
That's
cute.
awesome.
This is probably the last, I ain't gonna lie, this is the last painted one I have. I think my mold died, to be honest. So I gotta figure out how to redo these. I might shoot over to some vinyl on this one. I don't know yet. I gotta figure it out.
We're getting to the hour and a half mark, and I know that Rock's like, get that bolt done. So we're gonna ask you a couple of quick questions. And then we'll kind of wind things down. So we're gonna learn a little bit. We could talk to you for hours. I mean, you are very infectious. You could seriously, but we're gonna learn a little bit about the man behind the artist here. We learned so much about the upbringing, and it was an incredible story. The Rocky of the artist scene. I love it.
Coined it. I'm gonna steal that from you. That's why.
Do it, man. Do it. So when you're working on your art, do you have earbuds in? Are you listening to music in the background? Are you watching streaming shows? What's your process? What are you watching? What are you listening to?
It depends. So
okay.
I have set up here in this office, and then in the front of the basement, I have my painting set up. I also have there with my boys where they have their video game setups. I thoroughly enjoy being in the same room with my boys as they're kind of having fun. It feeds me, man. It gives me this fucking cool energy that I don't, it's watching them, knowing that they're safe, knowing that they're having fun and they're happy. That's very contagious for me. And I love painting over there while they're playing video games, literally right behind me. We have a couch that separates my painting section from them.
What's your favorite video game that either you play with them or that you watch them play?
MK1 right now.
I do
Nice.
that.
He wants my butt. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Every time I go on there, I get schooled by my 13-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's not
12 actually.
You'll be 13 soon. I gotta say 13 because I can't. If I say you beat me at 12, it sounds even worse.
That's how old our daughter is. We have a daughter who's 12. She'll be 13 in June.
He'll be 13 in April. So it's coming right up.
I thought you forgot.
Wow.
Never. But
crazy.
For myself, it's all I was gonna say something funny, but I got nothing.
We're all about family here on DT4. And
type of Spanish music, some reggaeton, some salsa playing. That's the other. If they're not around, that's what I'm playing.
All right, love it. We're all about family on DT4, and I'd be remiss if I didn't allow you a big shout out because I saw, and you don't have to if it's private. You don't want to shout it out. That's fine. But I saw around the Super Bowl, you have a family member that's got a little food shop, and if you want to shout that out and give some love to that, please do.
Absolutely. So shout out to Amy's Pastelillos. My sister is killing it right now. She's brought a Boricua, which is a Puerto Rican restaurant in Fishtown, part of Philly. Okay, let me tell you, those are my mom's recipes. So it's fucking absolutely I talk about it and I get choked up because it's I go there and it's all my mom. I see we have a picture of her down there. She is absolutely 100% with us down there. So shout out to Amy Pastelillos. Please follow Amy_Pastelillos on Instagram. She kills it. And let me tell you, she does it with a little flair. You know what I'm saying? This that Boricua flavor, it's crazy.
Look, man, when you did the Super Bowl
down there, which is crazy. Which, by the way, I'm taking you there, motherfucker, when you come to town.
Let's go. I'm down. When I saw the Super Bowl live that you did, I was like, God damn, I'm hungry right now. Let's go.
Yo, and let me tell you, you want some Puerto Rican delights? That's where you gotta go.
You're the only Puerto Rican delight I need, sir.
Hey now.
Oh my God.
Hey. I feel very uncomfortable.
Well, that's why I did it. Audible sighs from the rest of the DT4 every time I say something like that. What message, what final words would you like to give to the people who will be watching this back on demand that are in here in the room today? Any word of inspiration, any word of encouragement, maybe a new artist on the scene, maybe somebody who's a little down on their art right now? What would you like to tell them?
It's real simple. And I live by this on a day-to-day basis. I tell a lot of people this. Nike.
Just do it.
Just do it. Whatever you're working on right now, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you think you want to do, just do it. Just do it. I promise you, when you get it done, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to fucking fall in love with what you do and who you are. Nike. Just do it, my man.
Love it. Love it. Any EB Rock, anything for
Nike is a new sponsor of the show, so thank you, Nike, for sponsoring this.
Hey man, let's make it official. Cut me my check and we'll be good to go.
There it is. That is hashtag just do it. We love you, buddy. Thank you so much for spending some time. Go give Playful Gorilla a follow on IG. It's at Playful Gorilla, playfulgorilla.com. Watch for his purges when he does those. You want to get your hands on some incredible designer toys. You have one coming up?
I got one more in me.
You do?
I got one more in me.
Can I join?
Yes, and I have a special guest that's going to be joining me, right? We got one more in. I think I'm at a point where I can't let go of some of the stuff I got left. But
you need to keep some of it. You got to keep some of it.
So I got a huge gorilla collection. That's the one thing that's untouchable. Don't touch my gorillas. We're good. But I got one more in me because there's a couple things I found in storage. I'm like, you know what? They're gonna stay in storage. I don't like it. Let's get somebody a chance to do this.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for spending time. We've asked you about 27 times to be on the show.
Okay,
so
okay, that's a bold-faced lie. That is a bold-faced lie. Listen. They barely invited me. Barely. They walk in the same room, like they do the same thing, and they're like, "Oh, who's that weird dude in the back? The fat dude with the glasses." I heard that. I heard it. E. I heard it from your fucking voice yourself. Sorry, excuse my friends. I'm a little upset right now because this is ridiculous. How long have you known me? How long have you known me?
I've never heard of you before till tonight.
And then I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Tell her. Say B.
That what you did.
I messed up the thing. Say B.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah, I had a roll.
I don't know.
I'm just saying her. She's the one that always like never invites me anywhere. And then Rock, he's just like, oh yeah, dude. Like I heard I'm supposed to like, invite you to shows. So I guess if you have, I get that a lot. I never get.
Honestly, Red threatened to cut the funding for the show if we didn't have you on eventually. So
my man, Red. That's what I'm talking about.
That is true. Somebody was out there looking out for you.
Hey, you're lucky his check cleared today because you would not have been on the show tonight.
I know. You know how many times these guys bumped me? You know how many times I was about to go live. I was in a green room chilling with the delicious chocolate milks, and then they cut me. I feel like Matt Damon. I'm the Matt Damon of DT4. It's crazy.
That will be
a Kimmel reference. I like that.
That will be in the trivia book, guys. That will be in trivia.
Look at in all seriousness, Playful. You got an open door policy with us, buddy. Anytime you got something coming up, anytime you want to come back and just kick it with us, you have the open door, my friend.
I appreciate you guys.
You got keys to the green room, the code, all of it now.
First, for real, we you are one of my biggest people that I look up to in the toy community. Between your energy, your willingness to collab with other artists, it's just infectious. And so, anytime I see you on a stream, whether it be Purge or whether it be anything, I'm like, you can't not be in a good mood when you're watching you. So, I just really appreciate that energy. I know it's hard to always stay like that, and so just take care of yourself, but at the same time, we appreciate, you being willing to come on and just, spread that joy with us. So
I appreciate that. Thank you. Again, like I said from the beginning, if you don't truly understand what this right now means to me personally. So in all seriousness, I really appreciate the time that you guys giving me and the platform to speak.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Anytime you want, buddy.
We got you anytime you want.
Keep up that infectious personality and energy, buddy. It's all the love, and we needed more of it in the world. So thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
You got it. Anytime. And last question, man. When are we gonna collaborate? Stop playing with me.
Hey, I got a couple things I want to talk to you about, but you seem a little busy at the moment. But I do have a few things to run by.
I'm always busy. Don't ever let that stop you, because I'm gonna be if you wait for me, I'll be busy.
You all heard this.
Yep.
All right.
Collabs coming to a theater near you.
You're done.
All right. Well, Playful, we'll let you back in the green room so you can enjoy it. Little Gorilla, nice to meet you. I look forward to seeing you in May, my friend.
Yep.
Absolutely. Cannot wait to shake your hand, brother.
All right, Playful. See you, buddy.
Have a good one, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Guys, give Playful a follow at Playful Gorilla on IG and playfulgorilla.com. I don't think any more needs to be said.
Can we make sure? Can we make sure somebody replenishes the chocolate milk in the green room, because I think he might have had a little too many chocolate milk.
Or whatever he said they were. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get to see him in June too at Red's gathering there in Philly too. So
yep, I'm sure
it's gonna be awesome to be so close to get to a gallery like that. I'm kind of jealous.
Man, we got nothing in Texas.
I know. I was gonna say Texas is so lame. We have bad internet. We have,
we were in Austin. Like we're like trying to find. We found like 2 dope art areas, but then like there's like no.
That's it.
I don't know. It's just.
And we're like in the art capital of Texas, in Austin. There was barely anything. So
music capital, but yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be.
Well, we're glad you were able to get your internet connectivity issues under control.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, we held it down while you guys were fiddling around with modems and stuff. Very quickly, guys, I just want to give a couple of shout outs to a few things that are coming up. I know for a fact that Mr. J. Martin's got a special show on Whatnot coming up this Friday. I believe it's 8 p.m. time. And it's really cool, guys. Go check it out. Jay Martin over at Whatnot. He's going to do some new figures that he's releasing. He's got a lot of great stuff coming up, too. So just go give him a follow and go check that out. Obviously, we got our very own DT4 Rocking Toys, who's gearing up, only about a week and a few days away for the Bolt show. Rock, any other words on Bolt?
No, I just can't wait to see them all together. And I will be doing some filming. Like I said, I'll be doing live from there throughout that whole day. It starts at 3, but I'll be there probably at noon. I know Super Cooper's going to be doing some painting. I'm going to be painting some customs. We're going to have customs there that people can do themselves if they want to do a custom toy. So it'll be a really fun
cool idea. I like that.
Fun little party. So
you don't need to worry. We got a few people that are running up against the clock, but you're going to get some dope pieces out of it. So don't fear.
No, I'm not stressing over it. I have too many other things to stress over. So it's happening, guys. It's going to be a great show. Shout out to Cohoy though for just sinking right into it and letting me have my first show there. That was pretty big for me.
That's pretty dope.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Rock, what do you got coming up that you want to plug?
Really, there's a couple things that's not really cemented yet. I have the Arlux collab we're going to do. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, like how we're going to sell them or, if it's going to be Whatnot or how we're going to do it yet. But I will be busy after the Cohoy show doing a piece for the Red Guardians show coming up in June. So I'll be working on that as well. And then getting all these Arlux pieces done and starting the prep for Decon. Decon's going to be huge for me this year. So it's a lot of prep, a lot of stuff we're getting done. So, but yeah, that's it. And that's really pretty much everything. I got the funeral this weekend, so it's been kind of setting me back. I've kind of just not done much. I got my Bolt stuff done and I'm just like chilling. I just wanted to take a couple days and not do anything.
Family time.
Good. I was going to say that's important. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So those that don't know, we are actually burying my mom and my dad this weekend out here at the Veterans Memorial Cemetery. So all our families coming in. We're finally going to get my dad and mom together and get them buried together in this military cemetery. So pretty, I say excited about that, but we're all like, we're glad we're getting it done. So, and they're going to be together forever. So it's perfect.
Sure. It'll be an emotional day, but definitely, a nice thing that you can do that and bring family together.
Yeah. To bury both your parents at the same time is going to be kind of shattering for me. So as long as I get through that, we'll be good to go. I'm excited for the year to come. There's a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to be busy. So what about you guys?
We'll let you guys go last since usually it's either me or Rock that go last. I really don't have anything too much other than I am finishing up my piece for the Bolt show. I'm excited about it. I hope that it turns out the way I want it to. I I think it will, and if it does, I'm going to be pretty excited to have been pushed outside my comfort zone. So thank you for the invite and taking part in really my first custom show. So that's an honor. Also, I'm doing a piece for the Big Dog Dave's charity stream, which I did want to promote as well. So you guys, if you're over on Whatnot at Big Dog Dave, go give him a follow. He does an amazing charity every year. I think it's April 5th this year. And it's for Puzzle Piece Squared for autism families that have children or family members with autism. It's a great cause. I know B's got a piece in there. E, are you doing anything for that show? Anybody else doing anything for that show?
The Clutie. Yeah, we'll be in there.
Okay. Rock, are you doing anything for that show?
I am not this year. I'm not.
Okay. Well, a lot of really cool people have pieces and generous donations. So please go support that. It'll be a fun day and for a great cause. And then the only other thing I got is just one of one on Friday nights. I've been having a lot of fun with really dope artists. Last week I had Natatat, and she can't wait to see what she pulls off. And I've got a lineup of about 4 more artists already behind that till about mid-April that are going to be really, really, really cool. And I hope that you guys keep coming out and supporting these artists and get the commission and learn a little bit about them. Additionally, kind of extending the brand of DT4 on Friday nights with one of one. So I appreciate the support on that.
I actually get to meet Natatat for the first time this next Saturday.
You're the first one I think of us that gets to meet her.
Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she's there.
What's that?
For the Bolt show.
Oh,
she's
right.
local. Cool.
Is
Gio's going to be there too. Yeah.
Gio, Mo's going to come down. Hopefully.
Ganga?
Ganga's been kind of quiet lately, so I know he's been going through some stuff. So he's been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if he'll come up. I don't think it's real close to him.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
If we were closer, I'd 1,000% be there.
LA is a pretty spread out area, so it's like,
I've never been to LA. I'd love to go. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy the live streams.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
EB, what do you guys got? B, you got like a whole month worth of stuff coming up.
It's been a bit, yeah, it's been busy. So this upcoming weekend we're out of town for Maya for another competition, but I've got the World Bear Day 2 show coming up. So that's going to be on isleofmisfittoys.com. And that's on Sunday at like 8 Eastern, so 7 Central PM. And all the figures that they're showing are just absolutely phenomenal.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Absolutely crazy. TJP has some really cool pieces that have like liquid in the bears. I mean, oh my God.
That video he posted with like the fizzy, that was cool.
Yeah, the talent level in that show is incredible. So that'll be on Sunday, and I'm really excited because a lot of the artists that I like look up to are in that show or, hosting it or whatever. So it's really cool to get to be a part of. And then the following week, of course, we've got the Bolt show and the Bite show. So for the Bite show, I'm doing pieces on my own. I've got 3 sets of the little bites. I did bring one to show you guys a little sneak peek. So E helped customize the eyes of the bite. And so they have my hearts in there, and we actually printed these ourselves. So shout out to Trash for sending us the file, and we printed our first resin pieces. So yay!
Nice. What do you guys think? What do you like it?
Yeah, it's dope. The temperature is definitely, I had it in the garage, and I always thought the heat would be an issue, but it actually got cold the day that I tried to print those.
Yeah,
and it failed like 3 times in a row.
Dude, just call me because I did that with Goop Mask. I had the same problem. I said, no, you got to move them inside. It's too cold.
So it's in the room,
which
now,
is not what we expected for Texas. So
see, I will send you a picture of what I got for mine when I put them out in the garage. It's actually a pot growing tent that you. It's lined
I know
with.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
And it fits the machine in there perfect. It might not work with because you got the new one.
Yeah,
but I just put it over the top of it and close it all up at night. And when it's printing, it stays warm enough and it works. So
cool.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm finishing up those pieces, going to be sending those out soon. So I'll have 3 sets of 3 available. And then of course the love bomb. So then the Bolt, we are doing a collab piece. E and I are doing one together as Love Bomb. So we have like a little tiny sneak peek of like,
Oh.
Are you going to show that or no?
Well, we have a helmet that I was trying to get the size down, so I made a helmet that it's a sneak peek of what's on the bolt. But this isn't. This is like the failed.
This is the failed print, but it's like an astronaut helmet, and it says "Love Bomb" on side. It's got our like the Saldana logo.
Cool. Yeah.
So that's we've got the other one drying with the clay and all the things. So that's in the works as well. And then what else? We've got
no show this week.
Maybe go live on Saturday. We don't know yet. That one we're not sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Houston, I guess. So we won't be at our typical location again. So, but yeah, I mean, just staying busy in between that and then our normal jobs. Just trying to keep up.
Yep. I've got the creative show, the show in Philly in May, and then the show in Philly in June. We're still hoping to come out, probably leaning more towards the May date to be there in Philly, just because of work stuff. So as long as we can figure out something with Maya for one of those days, then we're going to be there in May for the cool. Show. So that's the goal. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Okay. Well, Rock, you got a lot to do. We all got a lot to do. Whew. Take us out, my friend.
Hey, guys, everybody be safe, stay happy, and gosh darn it, guys, be nice to each other. And we'll see you guys next time.
Shout out to Playful. Y'all share this video.
Good night, everybody.
Night,
Playful rocks. Good night.
Good night.